Borderlands is coming to iPhone and iPad courtesy of 2K China, but not from the first-person perspective that Borderlands fans will recognize. The console Borderlands titles are best described as half-shooter, half-RPG, but Borderlands Legends, the upcoming mobile spin-off, is much more of a mashup of real-time strategy and traditional RPG ideas. Gamers play as the fearsome foursome from the original Borderlands: Brick, Lilith, Mordecai, and Roland. The catch is that players control all 4 characters at once. The action plays out from an overhead perspective. Players issue commands to their squad via simple touchscreen controls, so you can drag a teammate onto an enemy and they'll attack them. You can drag one ally onto another to activate their support ability, like Roland's healing skill or Brick's shield. When selected, each character has 3 special abilities that can be activated via the hot buttons in the corner of the screen. Brick can aggro enemies onto him, or Roland has his party-wide heal, for example. These skills can be further buffed up and expanded via a fairly simple, single-path talent tree. Although Borderlands Legends technically takes place between Borderlands 1 and 2, there's no real storyline. All missions are completely randomized. Besides leveling up your character, the only thing to propel you forward is loot. Sweet, sweet loot. Loot doesn't actually drop from enemies. Instead, foes drop money, which can then be spent between missions in Marcus's vending machines on new weapons and shields for your party. The vending machine refreshes between each mission with new loot, so that still allows you that feeling of random discovery. IGN will have a full review of Borderlands Legends when it launches next week. My initial impression is that the party-wide touchscreen battles are a smart way to translate Borderlands to mobile. Success requires solid tactics, fast fingers, and flexible on-the-fly strategy. But the wholly randomized levels and scaling enemies might limit the game's overall value. There's nothing to do but dive into another random stage with leveled enemies time after time. I've also occasionally ran into ally pathing issues. They don't always walk to the right spot. But for more on Borderlands Legends and all the hottest mobile strategy titles, keep it locked to IGN.